Hey everyone. So the other day I was studying in my Bible in 1 Samuel chapter 22, and the first two verses were talking about David running into the cave of Adullam, which means refuge. And the next verse, the second verse, said that everyone who was distraught, in debt and discontented with life, they went to David and he became a captain over them. David was on the run from Saul, and while he was on the run from Saul, he checked in with the king of Achish, and his servants were like, "Aren't you David? Aren't you the king of the land? Like, what you doing?" So David couldn't find help from King Achish, and he runs into this cave. And you got to understand, David was very distraught. David was on the run from Saul. And I just thought about how sometimes when we get a promise from God, it's like we get kicked out into this wilderness experience. And it's like, this is not what you promised me, Lord. Like, why am I going through all of this stuff? Why am I having to deal with these things? Not that we're better than anybody or anything. We're too good to go through stuff. But it's like, you promised me something, and my reality is not matching what you said. Then, on top of that, David's family found him in the cave, and then all these people start coming to David. Everyone who was discontented in life, everyone who was in debt, everyone who was in distress, they came to David. Why would David want to be surrounded by people like this? Because God sent them to him. Sometimes in our lowest points, we still are called to minister. We're still called to witness to people who are in the same situations as us. Why? Because we can encourage them, because we're literally going through those experiences right then. We're literally going through what they're going through, and we can encourage one another. We can lift one another up. Whatever you're going through, whatever it is, there's somebody who's going through it too. And I'm not saying that to take away from your experience, but as a believer in Christ, it is our duty to push through. The Bible tells us to be good soldiers of the cross of Jesus Christ and to endure hardness. We endure hardness as good soldiers. That's what the Bible, it literally says that. Endure hardness as a good